Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 17th of December. So, as expected on Friday, the euro pretty much sold off. In fact, it sold off more than expected. The low data coming out, weak data coming out of German France, and then Europe as a whole saw the euro tumble there. It's just showing the growth figures just isn't there, and it's probably slowing down more than expected. So where to with the euro today? Well, there is the potential we could get a bit more of a bounce here. We have the weekly pivot, which could be drawing the price up towards. I would like to be selling into it, to be fair. Sitting, we can see on the 4-hourly here, sitting at 13.38, 39 sort of area. If price was to pitch up from there to there, I would be looking at that sort of area as potential sell point to see if we can get another wave downwards. So we've got the lower highs, we've got another lower high confirmed by that rundown on Friday. Chop as it was on Friday, difficult, but so I said I thought it might run down. Oh goodness, did it run down much quicker than I expected for sure. Anyway, so this is would sort of point to the upside if it gets there. I'm looking at, if you come down to the 60-minute, it may just not make it, but it is just above its daily pivot at the moment, and as I said, I think it could pitch up to there. It has some resistance on the way to that point. As the 50 MA, the hourly 50 may just slow things down, but looking in that sort of area generally to be selling into the euro. Obviously subject to price action at the time, but there we go. Okay, the pound is just short of its weekly pivot here as well at the moment. Again, sold off on Friday. It's chopping around like a good one. Weakness still prevails overall. Bigger picture on the weeklies, dailies. I'd like to be, I mean, again, this could be a sell into the weekly pivot if it gets there. Now it's looking weak underneath its daily pivot at the moment. If it does sell off, target wise, just like with the euro, I'd be looking at the lows, hourly lows there on the cable here, right about 125.41. So that'd be the initial sort of target. Maybe pushing down towards its S1 at 25.21. So just looking at how it starts off this morning, but I still think the dollar has the upper hand on these markets. Dollar yen, well, that did the reversal there on Friday. It actually went the same way as the pound and the euro. Maybe a bit of concern, and it does get used as a safety currency, and that's maybe what we were seeing there. Has the potential to push off lower. So yeah, pushing off towards maybe that weekly pivot sitting at 113.12. So has that potential. At the moment, my preference really is on the upside still. I still prefer the upside on the yen, but have to wait and see what happens there. But there we go. I mean, more panics through markets could see it selling off, in which case I just stay out of it. Aussie dollar. So time and time again, it's not really my intraday trading choice, but if you were looking at anything here, I think with a weakness that was shown confirmed last week, we saw those shooting stars effectively lining up one after the other. Never made it even back to its weekly pivot, and then it sold off, confirming a lower high. Does look soft. Maybe a move back to the weekly pivot, which is sitting at 71.91 area. That 50 MA may be sufficient just to see it roll again. So that's what I'd be looking for there, with daily pivots just above as well, which may be a sufficient draw to bring it up over this morning. Finally, the Canadian dollar. Okay, so that sort of further weakness on Friday. It's not pitched up, it's in this consolidated phase here at the moment, and the weekly pivot just sitting below, which could be an easy range, very easy range, and hardly taking it out of its chop. So see, it's really a case of how it reacts to that. Maybe it'll sell off to that sort of area. There's the 50 MA coming up below, behind it on the 60-minute there. That may just give enough support to see a bounce, but you see Friday's movement just chopping along. Slightly lower highs there, maybe a bit of lower lows in that time frame, but overall picture still higher lows, still confirmed higher highs, and I still think it will pitch up further. Right, that's pretty much it. News wise today, we do have some, he says, and as I pitch towards it, there's not a lot though, as I'll be following up on my update in a short while. In fact, there's nothing out due today. I'm just looking on Monday the 17th, nothing of any significance at all, so could be just one of those choppy old mornings. Have a great one anyway. Bye for now.